He knows it doesn't matter what's under a hood. The only thing that matters is who's behind the wheel.
When I'm flushing it, I don't stick to it.
But again, with the driver right now, the driver sucks.
I tried to activate my glutes the best I could.
Most important thing, make sure you fade it.
Hello and welcome back to Under the Covers. Typically, this is a golf podcast where we deep dive each week in the latest PGA Tour winners bag, but we got a special one for you, and we're talking the Masters. We are your hosts. My name is Dominic. We got Kevin with us today, finally. He's back.
Hello, Dominic. I am fresh from a trip to Big Cedar down in Branson, Missouri. Got to play Ozarks National down there. And yours truly forgot to wear sunscreen. So I've got some wicked sunburn. Got a great sunglasses tan line you can see on the video. And everything hurts.
I can't wait to hear about it. We also have Matthew on the pod with us.
Hey, Dom. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for having me on your program. I just got finished watching Rory Making of the Champion on Amazon Prime to prime myself for this conversation that we're about to have. And I have a few quick takes. His house is sick, if that is his house. Very cool house. I would like to put Rory on one of these days on a rankings of silver foxes in this world because he's really salt and pepper. I mean, one of the better ones. You go Anderson Cooper and Rory McIlroy is very close up there with him. So
that's a great top two. Amazing top two. So going into the Masters preview, we're going to go through just kind of what we think of the course, what we think is going to happen. But I think we're going to do a little bit of a draft for you. And we're going to do 4 rounds. First round is going to be one crazy storyline that you think is going to happen. And then next round, we're going to do a first timer that you would bet on to win. Next round is the opposite. Who do you think is going to miss the cut? And then the last round, we're going to choose our favorite hole on the front 9. It just seems like everyone has their picks for the back 9. There's so many to choose from. So a little bit different. We're going to do choosing the front 9 favorite.
You gotta say second 9. Augusta National gets all pissy when
that's right, dude.
Yeah.
We're keeping it the second 9. We are respecting the course as the course respects us. So that's gonna be our draft. We can go right into it. I think the way to decide, our very own Kevin, our trivia guru, he has a trivia question for us. I think it might just be first one to answer goes first.
Well, we'll see how close you are. We'll maybe make a judgment call. But we do frequent stats, deep dives, and equipment and get all nerdy. So because we've been looking at hardest holes like all podcasts long, I figured, everyone knows how hard Augusta National is and the challenges that are posed there. So I went back and looked at, in 2025, the hardest holes again, and Augusta National for the whole season they had the 21st hardest hole, 65th hardest hole, and 68th. That's their top 3. So with the hint that 2 of the top 3 are on the back 9, let's see who can get the closest to the 3 hardest holes at Augusta National.
2 of the 3 hardest holes, and 2 are on the back 9.
Do we just go for it?
Yeah, just go for it. Let's see who's closer. If anyone nails all 3, we'll do a beer chug.
I feel like, do I want to go 11 or 12? Give me 11 as one of my guesses.
Nailed it. That is the 3rd hardest hole in the 2025 season.
That's huge. Matt, you get a guess now.
I know. I'm going the front 9, the one that's on the front 9. 5. 5 is freaking hard.
Nailed it again. That is the hardest hole.
Let's go. Who are we?
All right, we got one
and
more.
Can we get the other one? This is the 65th hardest hole in the season, 2nd hardest in 2025 at Augusta National.
Okay, we've never been in this position before. Matt, let's collaborate.
Yeah.
We can make Kevin chug if we get it right. Would it be 12? I mean, I feel like...
No, par threes usually aren't that hard.
And
This one
I
is
should add, if you guys do make me chug, I had a few too many John Daly's on the course yesterday, so I am feeling rough. So
Whoa,
this would
whoa,
be
whoa.
well worth it for you to win.
hair of the
Right.
dog, baby.
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, I feel like Rory made that par five. I think it was what 15.
Par fives won't.
He
They
made that.
can't be that
He made that so much harder than it should have been. But it's a very hard green to get into.
I think it's gotta be either 14 or 17. 17 is really long.
Okay, why 14 then?
14 is like a sneaky par four right between 13 and 15. That's usually sneaky hard. That kind of sneaks up on people too.
Mm-hmm. 18 is way too easy. Not way too easy, but for them, it seems like they usually get par or birdie. The green is surrounded by bunkers, but still, I think I'll trust you a little bit more on the 14 or 17 pick.
I want to go 17 because of the green. The green is insane on 17.
Let's do that. Tough green, long ball. Let's lock it in. What do you think?
17. That's our answer.
Okay. Well, I think we need a guess from each of you since we're trying to decide who's closer, and
right.
You're right.
you
Okay.
each have one correct already. So I think we need a separate guess.
My initial thought was 12. I know it's a par 3, but it's scoring average above par is what you use it for. So, and I've seen a lot of people stuck on that hole.
This hole is .243 shots above par.
I'll lock in 12. Matt can get 17.
Matt is closer. It was 18, the easiest hole according to Dom.
No way!
18.
Not easiest. Easy.
Average 4.243 shots in 2025. Nicknamed Holly. Fun hole.
Interesting.
It's got to be those bunkers in the fairway. They just sneak in, and then you're basically like kind of screwed from the fairway. Huh?
Isn't
Yeah.
Isn't it all uphill too? Maybe I'm just dumb.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, uphill you need a good drive, and then the second shot is like way uphill, isn't it? Pretty undulating green.
Rory had like 125 in on from I just watched that thing, so he definitely had 125 in. But I mean, I guess so. Interesting. Well, I wouldn't have guessed that.
very
Yeah.
very nervy shot because there's so many people around you. There's trees everywhere, and maybe it's if you miss, you're really screwed. There's really no other way to like kind of fix it quickly. So I can definitely see that after.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
for like these long hitters, kind of like Rory, those bunkers are in prime position to go in. So like where Rory was at 125 in, he would have been pretty squarely right in the middle depth wise of the biggest bunker in the fairway.
Mm-hmm.
It would take a 340-yard drive uphill to clear both bunkers, so that's not happening.
All right, Matt. I think you were closest and had one. You choose. Do you want to go first, or do you want to choose a different position?
I'll go second. I think we let Kev go first. Question master.
If you want to.
Okay.
Or
If
do
you
wanna
want
go
to.
third?
But yeah, I like it.
All right, beautiful. So Kevin, Matt, Dominic.
And then are we snaking so Dominic gets 2 picks in a row?
That's right.
That is correct.
All right. Perfect. So, for the 2026 Masters, the storyline that everyone could see from a million miles away is that we are overdue and a lefty is going to win the Masters. We've had an uneven distribution of lefties winning the Masters compared to every other tournament. We got Mike Weir, Bubba Watson, Phil Mickelson, and now this field is stacked with lefties. We got Akshay, Robert McIntyre, Matt McCarty making his second Masters start. He was T14 last year, and he is a sick putter. His strokes gained putting is amazing. I have a lot of belief in Matt McCarty this year.
Can we count Phil as a lefty?
He's
Since he's technically a
He's
righty.
technically right-handed, but he plays lefty, so well, We only claim
It's
him when he's golfing. When he's not golfing, we don't claim him. He's
when
just
he's
drinking
but
coffee somewhere.
you don't claim him when he's trading on the stock market.
Right, right.
It's the lefties, man. With the way the ball is now, it curves. You can fade it easier than you can draw it, and so many of the holes there go right to left. It just sets up so good for lefties now.
Yeah, so set up for lefties, control and spin, landing shots, on like these long second shots, being able to have a little more stopping power with the fade.
Yeah.
Sets up for us.
Ooh, I like it. That's spicy. All right, Matty boy, what you got?
All right. So a few weeks ago, I came on this very podcast, and I claimed that Ludwig Aberg would win the Masters. Now,
Good.
I said I wasn't going to go back on that. Scouts on it. But he had a whole thing with Barstool and whatever and Riggs and all that sort of stuff. So I feel like wartime is allowed to take that back.
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
I am officially declaring martial law, wartime rules, and I'm allowed to take that pick back.
Well, because someone goes on a podcast you don't like, and you just
That's right.
immediately get to change the rules. That's not how this
That's
works.
right. That's
No,
right.
no, it's not how it works.
So
So is this your storyline, or what's
this
your
is my
storyline?
storyline. This is my storyline. It's the
geez.
biggest storyline that you could possibly imagine.
We're listening.
Jordan Spieth wins the 2026 Masters.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
He's playing good. He's peaking at the right time. He loves Augusta National. He has good feelings there. He's putting better with a TP Mills TBD. Who knows? But he is playing very, very well. And he comes in and just rips the place apart. You can hit it anywhere at Augusta off the tee, so it doesn't penalize him anymore. Jordan Spieth is the 2026 Masters winner.
There's no way. He was in my consideration for one of my next picks for missing the cut. I love Jordan. I'd have so much fun watching that, but there's no way.
It would be fun. I think the America would love it. I will give it to you, but your one and done has to be Ludwig.
That's fine. I will take the hit on that.
Because I think
I
think your verbiage was, I'm locking in my one and done. It wasn't the winner. You did say he's going to win, but you can take back that he won. But that's your one and done for sure.
Dom, I picked Tom Kim this fucking week I don't care, but one and dones are done to me. Okay.
Oh,
Still
my
lots of
goodness
golf
gracious.
left.
Yeah, there's so much. It can
So
go
Jordan Spieth,
so sideways.
winner. Michael Greller. Dom, if just a quick story time. If me and Dom, we watched the 2019 Masters in our college house with a person that we shall not be named, weird girlfriend at the time. And I remember it was in the morning, and I remember I went out and bought 20 breakfast tacos. And if you don't remember, I think we had like 20 breakfast tacos that morning and like 10 Keystone Lights, and watched Tiger win the 2019 Masters that morning because they moved it up with the storms. And if Jordan Spieth wins, I will have the same feelings and memories on this Sunday that I did that morning.
How about you have the same meal after, if that happens?
If Jordan is close to the lead on Sunday, and when I say close, I say if Jordan is in the top 5, I will go get 20 breakfast tacos and drink 10 Keystone Lights during the final round.
And it's Natty Ice, not Natty Light. It was those black
It was Natty
can
Lights?
Natty
Oh.
Ice.
That's
The one that has a little bit more alcohol percentage.
Yeah,
It was
those are like 5.2% or something.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was so
Yeah.
gross. But
that was one of my core memories.
it's incredible. All right, I love that one. So I think my storyline It's a little bit different. I'm going to predict Rory's Masters dinner.
He already announced it.
Yeah, what do you mean? Haven't you seen the menu?
Really?
Yeah, like 2 weeks
Dude,
ago.
I was looking it up. Hold on. Dude.
Don't cut this out. Don't cut this.
That's fucked, man. Oh, it was like 2 weeks ago. Oh, man, I had some good ones too. I was going like liver and bacon, black and white pudding. Fuck, that sucks. All right, well, here's another hot take. Rory misses the I have that written down. Rory misses the cut. It's actually more common than you think for the previous champion to not do well. And I have it here. Statistically.
So does that not count as your one person to miss the cut for this?
No, I have a different one.
Okay.
I have a different one. This is just a storyline, crazy storyline. So it has happened before, and people like Nick Faldo, Jose Maria, Mike Weir, lefty, who we just mentioned, Danny Willett, Sergio Garcia, and DJ, after destroying people in 2020. He missed the cut the year after. He won.
Yeah, 5 months later.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous. It might be a little bit more of a I'm mad at Rory for releasing his Masters dinner. How did I not see that anywhere on social media? But
I'm
yeah,
even on I'm on a social media hiatus right now, and even I know that.
that's annoying. Jesus.
That's like catnip for the golf digests and the whatever of the world to put that on Instagram.
That's a tough one.
I do like your storyline though, that I think Rory, he made comments after he won the Masters that like the motivation to keep going, it felt like he kind of accomplished what he needed to accomplish. I could see him not, going out and, gunning for this tournament again like he has in the past. Mm-hmm. And he's missed cuts at Augusta a few times. So it's not a given that he'll play well.
It's going to be like such an emotional week. So I feel like that could do him in also.
For sure. Yeah. So that brings us to round 2, snake draft. I'm going again. So first timer that we would bet on to win. There's a pretty good list of first timers here. I'm going to go with Chris Gotterup. Recently won to get him qualified. Or maybe he might have qualified before that. But regardless, he's only missed one cut this year. And then there was an interview he had, and he was saying that he has been asked to play Augusta before, and he declined because he wanted his first time playing as a competitor. And I just love that. He has played the par 3. I want that to be known, with his dad and brother. Why wouldn't you? But the real course, the main course, first time playing, and he's just been killing it lately. I think he's going to do well.
Yeah. It's a good pick.
Nice. I like that.
I am going with first timer from England, Marco Penge.
Nice.
Marco Penge. He also mauls the golf ball, hits it a ton, has been playing really good recently. And first time at Augusta. I think if you're gonna see somebody win, it's gonna be somebody that kind of overpowers it a little bit in its current state. I know Augusta does everything they can to not let somebody overpower it, especially when Bryson was like, yeah, it's basically par 67 for me.
He got killed after he said that, though.
Yeah, I think he might have even emceed after that.
I think he did, yeah. It was pretty
good. But I think Marco, he's a ball speed guy, hits it a ton. He's good enough around the greens. I think my big take with the green stuff is Augusta greens are almost so hard that great putters don't even putt amazing on them as well. So it almost like evens it out. Half the reason why I think Scotty plays so well there is like Scotty's not a great putter, but even like the best putters out on tour don't make a ton at Augusta. It's more about like the iron play and like like you said, short game around the greens, getting up and down. And that sort of stuff. So Marco Penge.
So for my pick first timer. I was surprised, very surprised that this guy, it was his first Masters start is coming up. But Ben Griffin, he's going to be my choice. So world
Yeah.
ranked 16th golfer. He's currently 73rd in FedEx Cup, but 3 wins on PGA Tour, recent Ryder Cup performance, and then looking at his stats, he is amazing around the green, and he's like a very good putter as well. So the ability to get up and down at Augusta is going to be absolutely huge. So I really like Ben Griffin's chances this week.
Recent Spider, recently Spider engaged. He went from the blade to the Spider. So another one bites the dust on tour. But,
Yep.
I like it.
yeah, he also mauls the ball.
Do y'all have any honorable mentions? Like what was your number 2 choice if it got taken?
I wanted to take Matt McCarty, I talked about in my storyline, but this is his second master start.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like Jacob Bridgman, one of the hotter starts that people have had, at least this year. I think he can potentially do well. He's a pretty accurate player. But then also, I'm curious what Tom McKibben is going to do. The only live guy, I think it's 1 out of 11 live guys, and it's his first start at Augusta. I'm curious what he's going to do.
Yeah, I considered like Michael Brennan. Michael Brennan hits the ball a ton. He's the one, he won in Utah this year, off a sponsor's exemption. He could have a good year. Harry Hall, he's got an elite short game, but he doesn't hit it very far. So that's where I kind of went away from him. R&P, Rasmus Neergaard Pearson, he hits it a pretty long way. He won in Australia here, won on a proper golf course down at Royal Melbourne, so he could win. But
so it sounds like you're favoring long ball hitters.
I think Augusta does favor length.
Totally. Like almost every winner, Eagles, lots of the par fives. Like you have to be able to get there in 2.
Yeah.
Does Akshay hit a cut, or is he drawing?
No, he hits cuts.
He hits like a banana ball cut.
That'll be fun.
He could be a good pick.
Yeah.
Really good.
But I wanted to go back to something Matt said about like the greens and how difficult they are and like putting on glass. And you said like even Scotty, who is not known as a good putter, has played well like putting on them. So I was curious because I looked up like stats on my picks and stuff, and I was like, let's see what's Scotty's strokes gained putting. Overall, his strokes gained in general it's just like absurd. He's 3rd in the PGA Tour in total strokes gained. Putting, he's 20th. He gains 0.5 strokes over the field putting. So we keep like talking about him like he's like this piece of shit putter, and like he doesn't know what he's doing like whatsoever, and he's 20th. It's like so ridiculous that how negative everyone is about Scotty's putting. And I guess it is like a downfall of his game, but he's just so good at everything else. We think being top 20 in something's terrible.
If you ain't first, you're last, Kevin.
Yeah.
I think it just speaks to how good we expect him to be. Because he's not playing well, I think everyone just blames his putting game, maybe? Because that's usually where people are bad. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, like his strokes gained approach to green is 80th. So like, why aren't we talking about that? I think we have discussed, his game this season hasn't been, approach wise as good as prior years, but he is putting very well.
I would love to do a cross reference of the Masters field with who's working with Phil Kenyon and who also has strokes gained off the tee. And I feel like you get down and like, okay, the winner is going to be out of these 20 people, because I feel like Phil Kenyon is like the putter whisperer right now. And then you have to hit it long at Augusta. So
yeah, I think a fun future segment could be like matching up feelings and storylines we have just from like the social media golf world to actual like stats and numbers.
yeah,
Like for example, like Scotty and putting, or what's another one? Like we've got, Jordan is always like spraying the ball around. Like I wonder if the numbers actually like show that, or do we just get like the camera TV moments and everyone has some spraying.
Yeah.
Or just like scramble numbers in general.
Yeah.
Scramble versus placement, things like that. All right, Kevin, who you got?
All right, so my pick for missing the cut, the player who used to be a big fan of. He seemed like he was really climbing up the ranks and, leaderboards and majors, and then he's basically fallen off the face of the earth. Kind of want to see him play well, but I don't think he will. Cam Smith. Yeah, I was digging him when didn't he have like a second place finish a number of years ago? This is his 10th Masters start, which I thought that was kind of wild. But yeah, I don't think he's going to play very well this week.
All right, am I up for first person to miss MC?
Yes, you are.
All right, gonna be a hot take here. John Rahm misses the cut. Just doesn't live is they're not playing the same type of golf courses. He just doesn't, he's just not the same player he used to be. John Rahm will MC, former champion, obviously, and a great player, but doesn't have the reps. I don't think.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
I feel like that one I was gonna go throw something out like easy, but like that one could really come back and haunt me. I feel like I could get clipped.
Or it could be the pick of the century.
That's
what
right.
I mean?
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that pick. I feel like he's had some kind of interesting attention on him recently that a missed cut at the Masters, I don't know, just seems fitting right now.
He's like me in college. You just can't finish.
Nice.
Liv's gonna come after us if we're not careful.
Yeah.
I know it's a tough one with the live guys because it seems like they're always in contention. Like I think the last couple years, top 10 has been filled with live guys. Patrick Reed's always up there, stuff like that.
P could absolutely win. I'm just throwing that out there. We could definitely have a Patrick Reed winner.
Oh my gosh. The worst back-to-back winners in the Masters history was when Sergio and Patrick Reed won 2 straight years. That was highway robbery for wanting to root for people.
Yeah.
I've been struggling for my pick of who I think it's going to miss. And then I'm going to say this one, but I don't think it's fair to say. So if it's not, let me know. I have another one locked in. I was going to say Phil Mickelson.
I don't
That's
know.
not really fair.
That feels like
but-
cheating. He's stinking.
Yeah. I'll go back and I'll take Angel Cabrera then.
Okay, cool. All right.
I can't believe Angel.
I can't believe just get out of jail.
Yeah, he was in prison in
Yeah.
Argentina for like a long time.
So who I think is going to miss the cut, I already said Rory, but that's kind of a storyline. I think a big name that I think could miss the cut is Brooks Koepka.
Really?
He's made the switch back to PGA. He had a couple good tournaments, but he's been struggling lately. I think it's kind of all going to crash down in his head and kind of just, he's going to get freaked out a little bit.
I don't know. I don't agree with that one.
That's cool.
I was considering it as well before, and then I just kept talking myself out of it. I think he's going to play really well here at the Masters.
I think realistically he's not going to miss the cut. I don't think he's going to be in contention. My second guess, and it's funny that you had said it, I was going to choose Ben Griffin, but it's not fair to choose a first time player.
He has not had a good year this year so far in 2026.
He's cracked top 25 once, and then he missed the cut at the Arnold Palmer Players and Valspar. That was going to be my little description, but I'll lock in Brooks Koepka. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah, Brooks is such a big time, big moment player. I think he'll get amped up for the Masters this year.
Kevin, what was another stolen Masters was when Danny Willett won. I always remember.
Yeah.
I always forget that Danny Willett won the Masters. That was when
100%.
Jordan Spieth, laid the sod over a couple on 12. Gosh.
Yeah. I feel like rooting for majors, I'm always like so conflicted on, I want, the Cinderella underdog to win. But then when it's someone like Danny Willett, like no offense to Danny Willett, it feels like a wasted year, like
I know.
it's like you want the Cinderella, but you also want like the big legacy guys. Like, I don't know.
Careful,
It's
Kevin.
like,
I tweeted about Danny Willett one time, and I got a bunch of British chaps all up in my DM.
well, we are an international podcast, so we got to be careful.
Huge in
But
Norway right now.
that was also like Charles Schwartzel too. It felt
yeah.
like such a waste.
Danny Willett missed the cut the year after he won. Fun fact. All right,
He's
so
missed
my
a lot of
place-
cuts, Dom, since he's won.
Yeah, he is. All right. I was kind of hoping that y'all would go first for the favorite hole, because I feel like I'm not the best judge of holes that I love. But hole
I feel like
8,
there's a joke there to be made.
it's gotta be. I like hole 8 a good amount. It's par 5.
Yeah.
It's kind of quirky. It's if you have a fade, or I guess if you hit it to the right, depending on left or righty, then you're in a great spot. But I think it makes you a little bit more creative with your shot. And I know a lot of people like easier holes, but this one just surrounded by trees, very long par 5. It's a little bit uphill, so it just makes it a little bit longer, but it kind of makes you think a little bit more.
Yeah, Yellow Jasmine.
That was actually one of the holes I have on my list to go see, because I always see it on TV, and they always say you like really have to hook it, and like you really have to. It's like really uphill, and the green's like super tilted, and the whatevers are there. So that's like one on my list. Like that, I have that one and 10 on my list, because everyone says like 10, you basically have to like snap hook it off the tee, right? And so I have like weirdly I have eight. I'm like, okay, I want to go see 8 fairway and see what it looks like going up that hill.
Yeah, it creates a lot of really fun second shots, because like you said, it's tilted, so like you can use that hill to your advantage, but a lot of times they go into the bunker or whatever. But yeah, hole 8. What do you say, Yellow Jasmine? That's the nickname.
Yep, Yellow Jasmine is the name of the hole.
Beautiful.
My favorite hole in the front 9, I'm caught in 2 or the first 9. I'm sorry. Apologies. Is I was between 2 and 3. So 2 I love because of that par 5 down the hill, super cool shots. But I think 3, from a strategy point of view, is the coolest hole. Kind of drivable. They make it drivable on Sunday, so in theory, if you want to get there, you can. And that pin on Sunday in that front right area where it goes off the back and it will skid off the front if you have too much spin on it. I think it's such a cool shot, and I think it makes it so like it's early in the round, so the guys are still a little nervy on Sunday, and you have to hit that shot, and you have to hit such a good chip. If you kind of get it up there close to the green, I think it's a super cool hole. So 3 for me, but 2 is an honorable mention for sure.
I think both of those holes, 2 and 3, have to be the holes that I or we have seen the least TV coverage of, like year after year, because you start, you get everyone's first hole, like the featured groups and stuff, and then the Masters coverage is always 5 and 6, and then like Amen Corner, and then 15 through 18 is like the next like featured holes group that they do. When I was looking through like the yardage book, I was like, I can't even like picture off the top of my mind what 2 and 3 look like. I had to like really go back and dig in to figure out while I was looking at what would be my choice for favorite hole.
See, funny enough, I feel like I know 2 and 3 really well, because during COVID, I would just go watch final round Masters broadcasts before I went to sleep, and I would only make it to like hole 2 and 3, and then I would go to bed, and then I would fall asleep watching the YouTube stream. So I feel like I've seen 2 and 3 over and over again of like Sunday final rounds.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like those first 3 holes are, or I guess that first hole is showing so many because you're watching that person's tee shot, his opening tee shot. So then they kind of skip by and do this and that. So I definitely agree where I haven't seen too much of it, but I do like the pick. I'm looking at the pictures now. Is that the one that Zach Johnson hit the ball on accident a few years ago?
No, that was 13.
No,
That was 13.
yeah,
Okay.
it's 13.
Okay. I knew it was a very draw hole, just remembering the video, but okay, cool.
2 is the one where Louis Hu stays in, made a 2 from the fairway. And the ball rolled out like 100 feet on the green. Like he pitched it on the front of the green,
Yeah.
it rolled all the way around to the back side, and he made an albatross, which was sick.
Unreal.
So, yeah.
My pick for front 9 or first 9 hole, however Augusta National wants you to say it, I think is a little bit lame, but I think it's also very relevant to just how the day goes for anyone. But I'm going to go with number 1. The ceremonial tee shot going up the hill. Basically, if you put it in the bunker on the right, it's a bogey. Like, it's just like such a tough start to your round. And I think we see like pretty low numbers in birdies like year after year on number 1. And didn't John Rahm double number 1 to start the Masters, and then he went on to win?
Rory did
So,
double number 1.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because everyone's just like, what is happening right now? And freaking out. But yeah, I love that pick. That's awesome.
Yes.
It's not boring at all.
Yeah, it just felt boring because, it's just like where all the attention is to start, but it is awesome.
Yeah.
T Olive is the name of number 1.
I was actually between 1 and 5 for the hardest hole in the front 9. I know 1 is hard, but I think 5 is really hard, and I between. But yeah, like I feel like if I ever got on the first tee of Augusta, that right bunker is just screaming my name with my little fade off the tee.
Yeah, 100% with my lefty draw. It's going in there.
And I'm just a bunker magnet and it's going in. I don't have All right, I think that was a great draft. I think we're going to throw up some graphics to kind of summarize our picks. Hopefully we weren't too out of order there. But there is a slight chance that we get some live coverage from Augusta. Matt is going to go for the Monday round, so we might get a little hotel situation. Could be kind of fun. So we might just throw that on the back half of this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day. Weather looks dialed for Monday. I'm very excited. We will hopefully do some live reporting. I'm hoping to, ask the hard-hitting questions from outside the ropes. I will not be inside the ropes, but maybe some things like how Rory's preparing for his dinner, how Jordan Spieth plans to celebrate his Masters win.
Could be huge. All right, we're here.
We've made it.
Matthew is boots on the ground in Augusta, Georgia right now.
Dom, what a fantastic day it was. That was my first ever time at Augusta National. First ever time seeing it in person. Unreal experience. The place looks like fake. Like it's fake grass.
Really? I was curious.
It looks like it's turf. Like it doesn't look real. It's crazy the conditioning it's in. Weather was perfect all day. 65, cloudy, a little sunny here and there. But yeah, unbelievable day, unbelievable experience. Hit 30,000 steps, no problem. Walked the golf course. Saw all the big names.
Did you follow anybody?
Followed Bubba actually for a while, weirdly, because he was like the first one out in the morning. So he was really like the only guy on the golf course, kind of for the morning time. So we kind of followed him while we were walking the golf course. And then in the afternoon, saw Scotty, saw all those guys kind of come through and everything, Jordan and everybody. So it kind of made it easy where once we were done walking the golf course in the morning, we got to kind of just stay around Amen Corner 15 and 16 and just kind of hung out for a long time.
Dang.
So
That's
It
a
was
good
sick.
move. You get
It
to
was-
walk the full thing, and then you kind of pick and choose after.
Yeah, it was definitely a slow morning. I think because of the Valero, a lot of guys ended up playing out in the afternoon versus like the morning. The morning was like pretty quiet. There wasn't a lot of people on the golf course. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, from like just a golf fan, is everything you've ever dreamed of. It really is like it's crazy how it's just kind of in the middle of this little town, and then you go into this like golf paradise. It's pretty nuts.
And then, as a guest, do you drive up Magnolia Drive?
No, you either park in the north or the south lot. Essentially, we parked in the south lot and went through the south gate. Just because I'm with people that are pretty experienced in going, and they like to go through the south entrance better. But yeah, so we ended up going up to Magnolia Lane and went up to the whole area and stuff. You can like take a picture and everything. But yeah, they have the fan experience just down to a T. Like everything
really?
is, yeah, like it's so efficient. Even the bathrooms are efficient. Like
No
you're
way.
in and out. Yeah,
So-
they're like,
so walk me through.
They're like stall open, go. It's right there.
So walk me through. So you get there and you park. Are you greeted at the door? Like ticket check? How does that work?
So we got in super early. We were in line about 6:45, and they don't let anybody in until 7. But 6:45, we were already pretty deep. There was probably 200 people in front of us already, and it's just a big mass trying to go into this entry. So we probably didn't get into Augusta until about 7:30. So it took us probably 45 minutes. But yeah, once you're in, like from the south gate, you literally just pop out and you're right on 13 green. Like you just pop in right there after
Whoa.
you kind of like walk down the hill. So that was the first thing I ever saw was basically 14 tee box and 13 green. So it was like, whoa, right there. Popped in.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's sick.
So y'all walked from 1 to 18, or did you kind of just go
Yeah.
13 and kind of just wander?
So from 13, got some breakfast, obviously, a little coffee, little chicken biscuit. Food is phenomenal.
I was gonna
number
say,
one. I know
I'm
we're
very
going to
curious about
get
the
into
food.
that. I know we're going to get into that. Walked straight up to basically Magnolia Lane, got the picture. That was like the first thing they wanted to do was get the picture in front of the clubhouse.
Oh yeah.
Then from there, we started on 1 and we basically just walked the whole course. Got another cup of coffee and just had a coffee while I walked all of Augusta National. So couldn't have been better.
I love that, man.
And that's where we caught up with Bubba on 7, because he was on 7 by the time we kind of caught up with him, and really it was only him out there. So that's why we kind of ended up just following him all the way through until he finished. And then that was when we were done, got some lunch, and then went out and saw Scotty and stuff.
Oh, there you go. So
Yeah.
did you feel the grass? Like
I did feel the grass with my hands. I did not take my shoes off.
is that allowed? I was curious.
I don't know. I didn't see anybody taking their shoes off, so I wasn't gonna take my shoes off.
That's if you're ever gonna enact the rule of ask for forgiveness rather than permission, it's taking your shoes off at Augusta National. Just for a quick little, yeah.
I definitely put my hands in there, but
There you go.
no feet.
It's like you're in Die Hard in the beginning whenever he's trying to acclimate after the flight. You just kind of curl your toes in the grass a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, no, it looks fake. So, but yeah, I have a couple bullet points, things that I was taking notes of. No phone, so I brought a paper and pencil in there, and I was writing notes down as I saw
You're an
them.
all-American journalist now, man.
I know, big J journalism. My kind of takeaway is a hot take, but dude, Jason Day kind of looks sick, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I saw him on 13 with the Birds vest. He kind
said
of looks
s-
sick.
Oh, dude, he's looked awesome. His style is so good.
I think the amount of birds he had without the full Birds pants that he was gonna wear, it was like perfect. Like I was like, I would buy that vest for sure.
They
That
definitely
one was like-
they tamed him down a little bit with his outfits
For sure.
and it's still like the mock neck a couple tournaments ago looked awesome. And actually, before you move on, are they allowed to wear shorts in a practice round? Always pants.
Not
okay.
Not a
Gotcha.
Yeah. Dude, we had a couple. We were on behind 2 tee box in the afternoon trying to get somewhere, and we saw Michael Brennan, and I stood right behind Michael Brennan, hit a golf ball. He pummels the ball.
Really?
I mean, it was the hardest golf ball hit I've ever seen.
No way.
Yeah, him and Jake Knapp. I saw Jake Knapp hit it off 9T. Dude, smokes.
It's
the ball.
insane. Yeah, I was able to watch him and Akshay in the same group when they're at 3M up in Minnesota. Yeah. It doesn't make sense how far their ball goes. They swing so
That
easy.
was crazy. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Knapp was playing with Freddie Couples. That was the all-time
vibes boy
swing group.
That's cool. We just need Corey Connors in there.
That was nuts.
That's crazy.
Maverick McNeely, watched him hit a lot of chip shots and putt shots. He was hitting a chip shot, like probably one of the hardest chip shots I've ever seen. And he had like little pins spread out all around the green. And he had like 5 shots in a row where he literally probably like hit it stiff on every chip shot. Really? To every pin from the same spot. Like it was crazy. He has such a good short game. And then he hit like a couple putts in a row and every putt went in. Like it was just like every little flag that he was heading to. It's crazy. I think he could be a good pick this week just from seeing like his short game.
Yeah, carrying that momentum over.
For sure. Stood with Rory for probably 10 to 15 minutes while he was waiting on 3T for the green to clear. He was in a terrible mood, just horrible mood.
Really?
And everybody was like, even everybody could tell like he was kind of in a bad mood. It was kind of weird. And then I got out and I read through, I guess they released like a bunch of articles about like his past relationships and like a bunch of stuff that came out from his book. So I kind of like understood why he was in a bad mood, but he roasted the ball 3T, which was really cool to see. So I stood right behind him for that.
Channel that anger.
Yeah. So hopefully he gets in a better mood this week, but I think he might be a little bitchy with the media.
I would too.
Logo maxing. The amount of Seminole, Cypress Point, Augusta National membership like logos I saw out there of just different courses, and like hand up, like I wore a logo out there today, but like I've never seen so many logos in one spot. It's nuts.
It's got to be so funny.
It's crazy.
Was there any one that you had to double take? Like, is that a what logo?
I think I saw a Monterey Peninsula Country Club logo, which I thought was sick. I think you can definitely tell. Like, I mean, there's so many people that have the Augusta National like members logo. You don't know who is actual like kind of part of it, not part of it. Like, obviously, there's green jackets walking around, so you know they're a part of it. But I think you see a lot of that. No, nothing surprised me. Like, I've seen everything before, all those logos. I've just never seen them all. Everybody in one place.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Just the amount of money that's spent on golf merch in one spot is like probably more than like some GDPs out in the world.
Unreal. When you had Maverick McNeely, was he on a practice green or is he just like it's a practice round?
He was on one green and he was just hitting chip shots.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they have little like discs that they throw for different pins and everything.
Gotcha. I was curious how practice rounds really work. Like, you kind of go around, you just play around, but then if you see something that you want to hit again, you kind of do that, right?
They probably spend, I would say the average person spent 15 minutes on each green.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
hitting
actually shorter,
chip shots.
Shorter than I thought.
Yeah, but if you think about it if they do that for 18 holes, it's going to take 5 or 6 hours. Like, it's going to be really long. So,
yeah, true.
I saw Sully from No Laying Up and Andy from the Fried Egg. It was crazy because like I saw them and I was like, oh my god, they're like a celebrity, but like nobody else knows who the fuck they are. So I was like, oh dude, what's up, Sully? And he was like, what's up, man? And then like I saw like Andy and I was like, hey Andy, what's up? And he was like, what's up, man? And then like, but like everybody else is like, I'm like, dude, this is a huge deal. These are like famous podcasts.
Oh, that's cool.
But nobody else knows who they are. And so it was kind of funny. Like they just like kind of blending in, but like I picked them out pretty quickly. So
Did you just get the hey, how you doing, or did you kind of talk to him for a little bit?
No, I just got like a hey, quick, how you doing? They were doing something.
That's
they
fun
were
though.
running around.
That's really.
Oh,
I bet
dude,
they loved it too, because not that many people will probably recognize him.
maybe not, but I figured like at certain tournaments they would, but maybe not. I mean, I said it already. The course is in such good shape this year, unbelievable. I think somebody in pro said this is like the best they've ever seen it.
Ooh, fun.
So I think that's pretty cool. Man, green jackets walking around, they have some serious aura.
Oh,
It was
sure.
crazy. We were on 16 grandstands, and there was 2 green jackets right behind us. And just like kind of the aura that they have walking around is like, it's pretty sweet.
Are they parting the sea of logos? Just people like
Yeah.
kind of form around them?
For sure. Not really. People leave them alone for most of it, but yeah, you can definitely they definitely have like a little bit. I mean, not a posse with them, but like there's definitely like a group with them mostly. But yeah, they have. I don't know. It was sick to like. I was like, I mean, they just were hanging. And I think they like to hang out around.
Mhm.
Like they like to be out and about.
I didn't know that.
It's just like businessmen.
Oh,
But
hell
they
yeah.
again, they have some serious aura.
I love that. It was Condoleezza Rice there?
I didn't see Condoleezza Rice.
Mm.
Did not clock her. Colin Morikawa, man, he's still struggling with his back, but I don't know. He kind of was giving me Bubba Watson vibes. He's very snippy. Just doesn't really like Bubba Watson's like kind of snippy with the media and stuff. I don't know. Kind of gave me some Bubba vibes.
Interesting.
I hope he figures that whole media thing out. The last thing I have on my list, which I stood right behind, I was within 2 feet of Freddie Couples for like 5 minutes as he was sitting there waiting on 9T. Dude, his pants were the nicest pair of pants I've ever seen in my entire life. Like I've gotten married. Like I've had some nice pants in my life. Those pants were probably worth more than my entire closet. I mean,
Probably.
it was the nicest, and it was Malbon, but it was the nicest pair of pants I've ever seen. Like he looked immaculate. He just screams cool. And then him and Jake Knapp in the same group was like, dude, cooler than cool.
That'd be fun, man.
It was sick.
That'd be fun.
That was probably the sickest group out there.
Mm-hmm. So did you see any other like fun combinations of people? Obviously everyone there is cream of the crop, but like any other really cool combos like them too?
Scotty and Sam Burns played together today. Obviously they love playing together. They're like besties.
Sam Burns is Texas boy, right?
Louisiana, Texas, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, not really. I mean, like, Gary Woodland was playing with his old friend DJ. That was cool. Jason Day and Minwoo Lee were playing, but they're like Aussie buddies, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Nothing really crazy out there. Rory was playing alone, which I kind of thought was weird. But again, he was kind of in a pissy mood, so he just wasn't really like, which it totally understandable. But like, yeah, he was out there alone, just with him and Harry Diamond.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird. I mean, he's kind of a loner, I feel like, anyways, in certain
I don't
scenarios,
know.
right? He's got friends,
I guess
but
so. I don't know. I just felt it was weird seeing like the Masters champion out there. He was just out there alone in the afternoon. But I don't know. Maybe he was working on something. Who knows?
yeah. So Kevin, obviously not here. This is quite the week for the UTC boys.
I know.
Kevin went big cedar, came home, randomly got invited to go to the national championship tonight, being a Michigan fan, huge Michigan fan. So he's over in Indianapolis. You went to the Masters just now. I'm in California for a little spring break vacation, just all kinds of travel with us. Kevin did submit some questions that we want to ask. And first one, how was it? Obviously, we went through that.
Unbelievable.
I hate you and I love you for being there.
Love you too, Kevin.
And then I'm excited to talk about this. So you said the food was good. You said your breakfast was a little sausage biscuit.
A little chicken biscuit. I went with chicken biscuit.
Okay.
Yeah, the food is great. I first went 7:30 in the morning, coffee, chicken biscuit, second coffee, obviously. Then about 10 o'clock, I was going to go for a third coffee because we had a 3:30 wake up time coming from Atlanta this morning. So I was a bit tired. I was going to go pimento cheese and another coffee. But I saw the domestic beer, so I went pimento cheese and beer at 10 a.m.
Respect.
I thought that was a good call. Pimento cheese was honestly great. People hate on the pimento cheese. I thought the pimento cheese was amazing.
They do? I didn't know that.
I feel like some people do. I feel like some people say it's overrated. I thought it was great. I thought it was better than advertised. I thought it was everything I wanted it to be.
I can definitely see it being an acquired taste. It's a very distinct taste. And I don't know, did you? Because like my grandpa's club, they always had pimento cheese out with club crackers. Did you grow up eating that stuff, or is it like kind of your first time having it?
That was kind of my first time.
Okay, I'm curious what it's like just in a regular sandwich, like between bread. You know what I mean?
That's what it was. It was just, it was great. I loved it.
How was the coffee?
Coffee was good. Coffee was excellent. Really good coffee. Anything would have been good at that time. I was so freaking tired though. Then for lunch, I did chicken salad and egg salad, doubled it up. I had to try both of them. Food's so cheap there, so it was like everything was like $10.
Yeah.
That was I think my top two were egg salad and pimento cheese.
Okay.
And then chicken salad right below that.
And I definitely
breakfast sandwich kind of on the same level as the chicken salad.
I trust your judgment with chicken salad too. So.
I'm a chicken salad fiend, and I like the egg salad and the pimento cheese better than the chicken salad.
That was
chicken
one of our
little
one of our bonding moments in college was chicken salad.
I know.
So you said it's a little bland though?
Nothing like the HEB chicken salad.
Yeah. Shit, that slaps, dude. Are beer prices normal?
Oh yeah. Beer prices are like $3. Like it's not
how it should be. It's not $10 for one Michelob.
No.
Gotcha.
No. And then I had on the way out, we grabbed barbecue sandwiches. So I had the barbecue. Barbecue was good. I mean, just a barbecue sandwich, though. It wasn't. I would go for the pimento again or the egg salad. So yeah, dude, food was excellent. I think I spent a total of like $30 on food, which that would have been $100 at any other like major sporting event. So,
oh, absolutely. I'm curious. Yeah. So you were talking about its pristine condition. So could you tell that it's Alistair McKenzie? Like, how different is the slope compared to TV?
Everybody told me it's going to be hillier than you expect, and I for sure thought it was hillier than I expect. Like, it's very hilly. Is it overly hilly? No. Like, it's not like crazy to the point where it's like unnatural. Like it's natural hills. Like but it's very hilly. You can definitely tell it's Alistair McKenzie. I mean, there's been so many architects that have come in and touched it up in places. It's definitely not as like raw natural as like Pasatiempo was, or Cypress Point. But it's definitely more like manicured than those places. But it's still like everything you've ever dreamed of. So
a lot of touch-ups, I'm assuming, but whenever you touch the grass or whenever you're walking around, did you get to any other cuts, or is it pretty much you're only walking in the tallest grass, the tallest rough?
So they call it the second cut there. You have opportunities to walk through the fairway on like the Passovers and stuff. Oh yeah, for sure. So there's areas where it's really cut down to fairway. So I was able to walk in like fairway and everything.
Oh, that's cool. Was it spongy? That was one of Kevin's questions.
It was a little spongy, but it's firm. Like it's firm turf. You definitely can notice that and like you can definitely hear the thud on the green. Greens were a little soft. I think they got some rain yesterday, so but they can dial that up however they need to for the tournament. But they were still firm. Like balls were still bouncing. So
did you steal me a patch so I can start growing my grass? Out of
I did
Augusta?
not steal you. I did not steal you a patch. But.
Totally. Wink, wink. Yeah, you definitely didn't. Oh my goodness, that's so much fun. Did you get? Is that a new quarter zip, or what do you got on right now?
It is a new quarter zip. Yeah, from the merch tent. I do want to bring up something that was of note. The gnomes. What the fuck is up with the gnomes? The gnomes are so like everybody was like, at 7 o'clock, everybody rushed in the door and went right to the merch tent. And the merch tent was like a 90-minute wait when we first got in there. And I was like, we're not waiting in that.
Yeah.
For the first 90 minutes of this beautiful morning. But everybody was like, oh, we got to get the gnomes. We got to get the gnomes. And then everybody was just walking around with these fucking gnomes all day. They were like, it's like these Augusta gnomes. I guess it's like a huge thing. I was not. Everybody was like, I don't know. You definitely tell the people that were like just there to go buy the gnomes and then just like walking around with them all day.
You can sell them for 10 G's.
What?
What in the world? Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Dude, freaking weird, man. I don't know, man. It was weird. That was weird. I personally saw a lot of hats that said "skip it" on it. I didn't love that. I thought that was a dumb hat, but whatever.
Like for the skipping over the 16, water.
Yeah.
Were they in big upside down letters?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Oh, jeez.
A lot of hats that said pimento on it.
I don't hate that.
On the hats on golf social media the hat designs are getting like, everybody's like, just go back to the simple Masters logo. And there are those hats out there still, but there's a lot of like other things. I think Augusta's just growing with the times.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, you kind of have to though, you know,
for sure. I think there's definitely people watching because people like stack up the cups of how many beers they've drinking.
Oh, cool guys. Yeah.
Yeah, and beer is so cheap. Like you can get pretty lit out there. I think pretty quick.
For sure.
And at the end of the day, we were walking out at like 5, and there's definitely some people that were hitting it hard.
That'd be interesting to me because if I'm going to Augusta and then I drink enough to forget, then it's,
I know.
You know, like good job on spending $50 on beer, but like what?
I think they pick those people out and like they shuttle them off into some weird area. For sure.
Just put them in their own corner of the course. Like, yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah. I know that was fun. I'm trying to think what other big things that I saw.
How insane! Like, so you said you went to Amen Corner. Did y'all stay there long? Did you post up on the green? Like, did you follow people? Like, how did you kind of navigate there?
We posted up on 12 for a good bit when we walked through it. Probably like 15, 25 minutes on 12, and then walked all 13. Saw some people we knew on 13, so we stayed there for probably 45 minutes to an hour, just like hanging out, watching people hit into 13, their second shot. And then they all drop balls like around the greens, like 4 or 5 balls, and then they'll just hit chip shots and pitch shots and putts and everything, and just to all the different flags. And they all know exactly where the flags are probably going to be at some point, so they just put little discs down and they just hit all their pitches and chips and stuff. So,
oh, nice. I have been wondering because TV angles with the cameras, the greens look like they're 30 feet high. Is that actually how it is?
They are, yes. 10, super elevated. The biggest surprise I had was 7. I didn't realize how elevated 7 is. 7 is like super high up in the air. 18 looks like you're just going straight up the hill. That's crazy how high that is.
Did you get to see 8?
Saw 8. 8's really cool. It's really high up the hill as well. It's so long. Like I couldn't believe how far that bunker is in the fairway from the tee box. I couldn't even reach the bunker. I could hit in front of it. I'd be fine.
What do you think you're scoring?
From the back, from the tips?
Sure.
I would be very happy if I broke 80 from the tips, I think.
Yeah. So then not happy is 90 plus?
No, it would be 80 plus. Anything over 80, I'd be not happy with.
Gotcha. Okay.
If I broke 80. So if I shot 79, I'd be happy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm saying if you went over 90, you'd be mad.
I'm totally mad. I couldn't imagine that. If I shot over 80, I'd be mad.
It's interesting you got there because everything that they say all over the broadcast is a scratch golfer would shoot 95.
No, I think, well...
You have some length to you, though.
I
can get there.
I think because I played competitive golf, I think a scratch golfer that never played competitively would have trouble breaking 90. I think just because I played a little bit of competitive golf, I've played really fast greens. I've played really like dialed up courses like that.
And you've played in those big moments, but like, I mean, even on your bachelor party when we're playing Paynes Valley, I was a little shaky. I was a little nervous. Like first shot at Pebble too. Like I was definitely jittery. And then you've played competitively. You've also played Cypress Point. You've played all these sick courses, Pinehurst, everything. So like you've already got the cool hole jitters out of the way, and then you also have that competitive mindset. I think you'd be just fine.
Yeah, I think I would struggle on the par threes. Par threes are long. That was the biggest thing. Par threes are deep. 4 and 6 are deep. 16, the pin up front is scary because the water comes into play. The back left pin I actually think is easier. The Sunday pin, but
interesting.
12 does not look like a fun shot. I mean, it's cool, but man, there's a lot of water out there. So I don't know.
Did you try to talk to anybody? Any players, like kind of do a little chirping on the side?
Man, I feel like the people that were trying to be like, yo, what up, Rory? Were like, everybody would kind of like looked at him like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is the Masters.
Really?
We don't act like this. Yeah.
Nice.
Like, there was definitely, you could tell the people that were like there, that had been there multiple times versus like the people that were like, yo, what up, Brady?
Oh, like clearly first time going to this place,
or just like making noise, like on like, I mean, even I don't know, it's just like a little different vibe. It felt like I feel like at the U.S. Open and like some other PGA Tour tournaments, it's very like you can shout, get in the hole, and it's like not that big of a deal. But like, I guess they just like don't do that at Augusta National. So I don't know. It was definitely a very like, I don't want to say that felt like I was being watched all day, but I definitely felt like, okay, like, I don't know. It just felt like there was like,
whatever you do has consequences.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Sure.
And
like I saw someone like spill a beer, right? And there was like people that like came up to like wipe it up or something like really fast. Like it's just like, it's like, I was like, these people don't. Because like they spilled like a full ass beer and it was like right near the tee box, right? So like I was like, oh dang. So,
how does that even happen, by the way?
I don't just dropped it. So, dude,
that's so fun.
It was freaking sick. I'm so pumped for the Masters. I still think Ludwig's gonna win. I also think Jordan Spieth's gonna win. I'm so pumped. It's gonna be sick. Course is dialed. Course looks great. I'm amped. I can't say enough. We gotta get you guys to the Masters once.
Oh yeah.
I think practice rounds are also, I would highly recommend for sure.
Underrated, you'd say?
Very relaxed vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's so cool, dude. Like, I can't even explain. I'm not even there, and I'm happy. You know?
I know.
It's just so fun.
So, yeah, man, it's gonna be a good week. I'm pumped for it. I feel like I'm gonna have a new appreciation for watching the TV coverage now that I kind of know. Okay, this is where. So,
Are you coming back tonight?
In Atlanta tonight. Fly back tomorrow. We'll be doing a preview pod with the Fairway Times podcast. Another preview pod. So we'll give some takes over there as well.
Yeah, go check that out. We just posted our normal Under the Covers episode as well. But yeah, can't wait to see you on Fairway Times. It's going to be fun to see y'all do some more previews. And yeah, what a week. Masters, baby.
He knows it doesn't matter what's under a hood. The only thing that matters is who's behind the wheel.
When I'm flushing it, I don't stick divots.
But again, with the driver right now, the driver sucks.
I tried to activate my glutes the best I could.
Most important thing, make sure you fade it.